Hello my friends and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft. In the last episode we did this, we built this beautiful, wonderful bee farm, so colorful, so many things, so many bees. Very happy with what we did, and it's been extremely productive in between episodes. I haven't been online that much, I haven't been doing that much, but these bees, they've been busy. I've also been busy. I've been a busy bee, yes. Because there is a new building in our little village. Can you guess what this is? I just felt like building a little bit in between episodes, but didn't really want to record, so I did this. We're starting to get a bit more road detailing in here. This isn't quite as much as I did over there, but it is something. It's a nice start. I'm not sure how I feel about the windows, but the longer I leave them, the more they grow on me. And I love the fact that I've got these bushes down there and they add a bit more detail to it. It's better than just putting leaf blocks in there, thanks to those stems, I think. But all this is, it's a very simple building. No interior to it. It is my way down to where my villagers, my bred villagers, end up. And my zombification station thing over here. That's all this building is for. Just covers that up, keeps this entrance a bit safer, and gives me a bed to run to and hide to should it be nighttime. It was 2 episodes ago though that we built this lovely grand library, and in it we still only have one villager, just the one. He's still alone. And I haven't traded with him anymore at all because I still don't have... I love these red candles. I still don't have any emeralds to trade with. So that is what we're going to be starting today. We're going to make a leap towards getting a renewable source of emeralds. And over here on this side of my little village, I've done some planning, some layouts. But that's as far as I've gone. I've gathered a little materials chest over here for things I might need. And if you can guess what this is... No, I don't think you can. We're going to build more of these. More of these silos over here. And we're going to start elaborating on this structure, our farm, our windmill and everything. And these two are going to be some grain silos, maybe with a farmhouse next to them to cover up an underground entrance. An underground entrance, you say? For what? Well, similar to this one, these silos are going to be linked to farms. They are just going to be storage systems for a couple of farms that I want to build. And for those farms, we need to get down underground real quick and see how much space we're gonna need. I think I'm just gonna go down 5 blocks or so, about to here, and then I need to dig out quite a large space. There we go, we can dump all of that stuff that I've dug out in there. And now, centered in between these 2 silos position, we have a hole that we can jump down into. So, my question to you all, can you guess exactly what I'm building? Because yes, I have said that they are automatic farms and they have above ground silos, but what are they and how do they work? Well, it's going to be quite simple actually. Very similar to how our breeder works. These 2 are going to be villager powered crop farms. One of them will be a carrot farm while the other will be a potato farm, and they will each have their own collection system going up to their own storage system, their own silo. But I probably need to get villagers in here at some point, and I'm not looking forward to that. But I think before we do that, we can get the actual sorting collection system sorted. There we go. We've got the first redstone system in place for this farm, and I'll build the other one with you. Over here, we have a dropper. Dropper, not a dispenser. I don't think it'll make much of a difference in this farm, but I'm using droppers. They're slightly cheaper. Right behind the dropper you need to place a comparator and a repeater flowing away from it, then into a block. You can use any building block. I'm using stone brick in this instance. I'm hoping I will notice it before I break it if I end up digging in this area. Comparator going out of this solid block, some redstone, and a repeater going into another solid block right next to your dropper. 3 pieces of redstone to link them, and that comparator needs to be turned on. Now if I throw some blocks in there, you can see the cycle repeats. It turns into a circuit. If I throw some more in, that circuit will tick once for every single block in that dropper. The actual mechanics of the farm is incredibly simple. We're going to have a farmer villager running around in here. And I'm going to put composters in here exactly the same way I did with the breeder above the water source, so that they have a job. We're going to need a fence over here, and a second villager will be positioned over here. Behind this fence, it doesn't matter if he's standing on the hopper or something else, but he will stand here. The farmer will, in an attempt to feed his fellow villager, walk up to the fence and throw potatoes or carrots at his friend. However, the fact that a fence is actually taller than 1 block and you cannot jump over it means anything he throws, he will just throw into the fence, it'll fall down and get picked up. And that is the farm. That is as simple as they get. And completely AFKable, completely automatic, running in the background. Now I need to get these things built up though, which means putting some more glass in. It doesn't need to be glass, but I like using glass because then I can see into the farm. But I also need to get 4 villagers down here and into position. I was hoping to be able to keep up with them, but even with basically no powered rails, he motored, and darn it. I was so hopeful that the minecart would go down the hole. Too hopeful, perhaps. Okay, my friend, if we hit F3 and B, I can try and do that. No! Darn it. That didn't work. Where are you going? Where are you going? My friend, where are you going? I was a fool to think that would work. I need you in a boat or... Where the hell are you? Seriously, you came all this way for that? I'm gonna go grab a boat. Okay, let's see how attempt number 2 goes. He still wants to be with that composter, but he's not gonna... Oh, dang it! Why can boats not fit through narrow spaces? Okay, well, let's make this space slightly larger then. Watch me fall in the hole now. Nope, not yet. Okay. Then we do that. We do that. He can't get out now. I can't get up now. Okay, my friend. We're gonna break the boat and you're gonna go, yep, in the hole. Thank you. Okay, I think that's the plan of action. I'm gonna build these dirt boxes around each hole, and then I'm gonna bring them in after I have a dirt box, and I will break them only once they are enclosed in a dirt box and have literally nowhere else to go. I am very confused because this one went into the hole with his minecart. My head hurts, but okay, I need to break his minecart. Because I want that back. I only have the 2 at the moment, and iron is expensive. But he's in. That is villager number 2. Oh, how I hate villagers. I hate villagers so very much. Give me the minecart, my inventory. I don't want seeds. Sir? Yes, sir, I need you to go in there. No, 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 no! Come back here. Actually, you know what? I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. He can be a farmer. Come on, in you go, sir. Thank you. You're a farmer now. You will remain. I don't know how I'm gonna do this to prevent them from jumping out. Maybe if I cover that. Because the moment I broke the minecart, he appeared here on the outside, and I think he glitched through that corner. So we're gonna try this again. with blocks in the corners. And this one lost his job, which is excellent. That's exactly what he had to do. Okay, villager number 3 is now in, so F3B. Aha! He stayed. Excellent. Okay, so that worked. That solved our problem there. I can get rid of this dirt again. And I can come and pick up my minecart. I didn't want the seeds, but okay. That means we only have one more villager to get into place, and that's the one that needs to go in there. I don't think I've actually ever shown you guys this, the way it really works, so if we push a button, there we go, the minecart just sucks him out through the glass. Minecraft, but there is absolutely no way for me to keep up with him as he comes out of here. Over there he goes. And yeah, this is the same tunnel I used to get the librarian out, and accidentally it lines up quite nicely with the new building I built in between episodes. But let's go and see. He should now have fallen into his hole and should be in the farming area. There are no crops there yet, but yes, okay. So if I jump down this one, haha, he is there. Absolutely marvelous. We can cover up that hole. Sir, I'm gonna need my minecart back, thank you. Okay, seeds, go away. No, you're not allowed to leave, sir. Let's make it so you don't want to leave. There you go. There is a job for you. It might be the wrong time of day for him. I think they might just... Nope, there he goes. Alright. We have our farmers and we have our decoys in place. Now I'm going to plant all of this out before we get these things finished. But first I have some cleaning up to do, because I'm done with the villagers for now. So all of these minecart rails can go back into storage for the next batch of villagers I need to move long distance. I think that's all the potatoes planted. And on this side, all of the carrots have also been planted. It's going to take quite a while for these things to get primed, because the farmers need to farm up and crops need to grow for them to farm, and I think they need to fill their own inventory before they are willing to start sharing. Oh, I noticed something that I need to come and fix real quick. That needs to go away so that they can see each other. Now they should, in theory, only interact with the villagers that's right next to them, that they can see easily, not with the ones across, I think, theoretically. And with our dispenser or dropper systems fully functional, I think all that is left is for us to go ahead and install our item elevators. We have our item delivery systems. Now we just need a way to get the items up, and then we need to build storage. It might be easier to build the storage first. As for the storage system, they're very simple, incredibly simple. And yes, I am aware that I have a larger stack of chests to the right, and that's on purpose. I want these things to be different heights. Gonna make it seem a bit more dynamic, as if they weren't necessarily built at the same time. So the potatoes will be one chest higher as a stack. And this is going to be our item elevator, and all we really need to do is bring it up all the way, and I would like to use some glass to bring it up at the back so that we can see through it as well. I think it went all the way up, but I'm going to... yeah, we can take it up to there, and then we put bone blocks in at that point. And this is going to be our item elevator that comes up, and then we'll run that way. But we need it to stop at a certain point. So let's build up these walls, and then I need to put a cap here in this position. But it can't just be any old cap, it needs to be something that will still allow the chests to open. So whatever we put above them, it needs to be a slab or a stair or a trapdoor or something of the like. These chests must still be able to open. And with a stair it can open and water will not flow past that. So now, if we throw water down over there, we're gonna have a small problem down at the bottom, temporarily. How much glass do I have? I should have enough black glass. So let's come down. Actually, I want to do this with white glass. With the white glass in place down at the bottom, all that is left is to convert all of this water into source blocks so that the elevator will be functional. So if we just place some kelp in all the way and then break that kelp out again. Yep, there we go, rocketing up. Now that is a fully functional item sorter and theoretically a fully functional potato farm. It has a little bit of backlog because the farm has to grow up and the potato farmer has to catch up, but this is functional now. Need to do the same to our carrot silo over there and finish building these guys up. Okay, I need one of you to just prove that this works, that you're actually gonna go and feed your friends. Also, coincidentally, I have the taiga villagers in the same side and the plain villagers in the same side. They were both bred from the same parents. Well, all four of them came from the same parents, I'm just saying. And this happened accidentally. I can't choose which villager I get out of the breeder. Come now, I need one of you, any one of you, to just prove that this concept works for me, please. No, you don't get to come out. You stay in there. Villagers cannot open trapdoors, and even if they could, they can't move through these trapdoors. Even I need to crouch to get in and out of here. But at least it gives me access to the farm, just in case. Okay, I've stood around here for 5 minutes and neither of them have tried to feed their friends yet. So we're gonna go ahead and carry on with what we're gonna do. And we'll see if any carrots or potatoes wind up in these two lovely structures I've built. And I love the fact that they aren't the same height. I think that looks fantastic. Very, very happy with how they turned out. They are built exactly the same as this one, just obviously, you know, taller. Yes, taller. But now we need to do this, and this is going to be a similar kind of structure to what we built over there. The only purpose for it is going to be to allow me access to these farms down here. It's the only reason for building this thing, but it is going to add to the atmosphere, to the street line, because we're going to have a house over here. I don't think I actually have the right materials in this chest, and even if I did, this chest is very full at the moment. So I think I need to do a little bit of organization, sort out my chest, maybe move it over here, and then bring you guys back when I'm ready to build. Something glorious happened. There's a carrot. There is a carrot in the chest. I didn't put it there. I honestly did not put it there. It made its way there on its own. Now I don't know if that was an accident on the villager's part. Maybe he harvested the carrots over there and it picked it up. One thing I have noticed about these villagers though is that neither of them are doing it right now. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. They keep coming to chill right in front of these trapdoors, and I think the trapdoors are distracting them severely, preventing them from doing their jobs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these trapdoors out and just replace them with a different block that is also easy to break so that I can get back in here in the future if I need to. And hopefully, if there are no trapdoors present, the villagers just function better. I hope. This is just a hope. But we'll give them a bit of a chance now that I've done that. Above ground, though, I've done a little bit of work. As you can see, I've taken all of the wool out and I have the base, kind of the foundation of the building done. And yes, we are using stripped oak again. It's been a while since I've used stripped oak. I think that was the last time, and that was 3 episodes ago? I think that was 3 episodes ago. Yeah, nothing else really has stripped oak aside from the starter house, so I think this is a good place to reintroduce it as a new wall finish. For the rest, we're going to stick to kind of the same block materials as our silos. It's still going to have a spruce roof, though I'm thinking it's going to be more of a standard pitched roof like that one over there to kind of break the pattern. Yes, those are the materials he had at his disposal. He only had the spruce to make a roof material from, but they were built at different times, so they're built slightly different. Maybe he built the house first and then learned how to make this more intricate, maybe more efficient roof design. Anywho, that's the plan for this one. It's going to be very simple, it's going to be very plain. We're going to have a bit of a patio out front that's going to make it look a bit more interesting. But for the rest, I think out back over here is where we're going to do a bit of work now. Because it's fine and dandy that he has the silos, and that this is where I get my potatoes and carrots from. But lore-wise, that doesn't make any sense, because in the lore of this world, the underground area does not exist. I do not have slaves. They cannot be down here just working away, slaving away, producing crops. No. We need an actual crop field, I think, and behind this and behind these silos, I think is the ideal place to do that. So I'm going to chop down these trees, and if I'm not mistaken, the replay mod has finally made it to 1.17. So I think you guys get to see a bit of a replay time-lapse of me building these fields and finishing up this house. The trapdoors have fixed it. Look at that. That villager was just hoarding carrots. They're just flowing in right now. What? I mean, what? Is it gonna stop? Are the potatoes doing the same? They aren't doing the same, but there are a lot of potatoes in here all of a sudden. Okay. A note for everyone: if you would like to build this farm, don't put trapdoors down at the bottom for you to get in and out with. It breaks the farm. Good to know. Before I reveal to you what I've done in the meantime, I would just like to disclose that yes, the replay mod does in fact exist. However, I installed it, and in the span of 6 minutes of me trying to use the replay mod, Minecraft crashed about 4 times. So I'm not even going to try and salvage that replay footage, because it's 4 different clips that are all really short. It's going to be very chaotic, not going to be a fun time lapse to watch, and I'm going to leave it be until some later versions come out and some bug fixes are done, I think. In the meantime though, this is what I got up to during the course of those 6 minutes or so. I built up the walls, I added some windows, we've got the little patio kind of laid out. I haven't done much, again it was only 6 minutes. And on the inside, again, there isn't really much space for anything aside from the stairs going down. Very similar to that building. But on the roof, I decided that instead of just making a plain spruce roof like I was initially planning on, I wanted to give it a bit of a trim, because I love these deep slate tiles so much. So yes, this is how far I managed to get before losing my patience with what is ultimately a very bad attempt at the replay mod. So, we're gonna carry on with the rest of this episode without it. I'm not even gonna try. Nope, we're just gonna build this the old-fashioned way. I'll bring you back for a whole bunch of update clips in between and explain my thought process. Actually, before I do this part, I use trapdoors for the ceiling. I know I usually don't like using the same floor material as a ceiling material, but it isn't really the exact same thing. And if you look at it from here, there's a very clear gradient difference, a hue difference. The floor looks brighter than the ceiling does, and I think that might just be because the ceiling is a lot busier. I want to make it even more so. And how I intend to do that, I need to do that from the top. So if we get back up here, I have some more of these trapdoors, and I'm just gonna come up here, and occasionally I'm gonna put in a trapdoor. And since all of them are going in roughly the same direction, I'm gonna, well, not roughly, they are all facing the exact same direction. I'm gonna stick to that same direction. And I'm gonna put in a bunch of these trapdoors all over the place. And we're just gonna texture vary this a little bit using the trapdoors, like so. Now I could go down to the bottom and I could break these out and guess which ones are which, but I'm lazy and I've had to do that. I actually did that on this building's patio, which has spruce trapdoors, and it didn't work. And back then I was being very dumb. I didn't think to just lift them up and from the top to break out the trapdoors in question. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Yes, it was very dumb of me not to think of this the last time I did this technique, but I have thought about it now, so we're gonna do it. Like so. Close all of these trapdoors. And then if we hop back down, look at that. That is even better. And now you get a little bit of these brighter flashes, like right there, the edge of this. Oh, it's completely unintentional. I didn't think it would do that, but that is a bit of a brighter flash, and that is closer in color to the floor. So now we're pulling the color up a little bit. And I like that as a ceiling. It's a very busy, robust ceiling. There we go. We have a very basic roof, but obviously I am not just gonna leave it there, because that's honestly kind of boring. I mean, the deep slate works beautifully with the spruce. I think deep slate tiles specifically just work beautifully with anything. It's like having black in your wardrobe. It works well with everything. But it is just a tad boring. And I think we can fix that quite easily by doing something similar to what we did on our starter house. And we can add these little mini gables like those on the sides of this roof. Oh yes, that works. I'm so glad I managed to figure this out. And I'm actually not too upset that these two windows don't line up with those two top gables. And yes, I could probably have made these a little bit wider by pulling them out to the side, but then I'd begin to get weird issues where these logs would be clashing with stairs, or where I wouldn't be able to fill in oak if it came above this. So I think that's about as wide as they can go, and I physically cannot bring them closer to one another in the center. There's only one block between these two gables. But I like that very much. Even on this side, I put one. Just one, not two, just the one. Which will look very interesting on maps, I'm sure. This whole wall here at the back is kind of bland, but honestly I don't think I'm ever gonna see it, and I do intend to do a little bit of shrubbing and leafing in between these things, so I'm not too bothered by that at the moment. And it doesn't make sense to have a window over here just looking straight out into the side of these silos. Also, this thing has been firing like crazy, and wow. Yup. Those trapdoors just nailed me, because these things are actually working very effectively. This is like 20 minutes later since I last checked, and yes, they work, my friends, they work, and this works too. And with the front patio porch roof added, those are a lot of words, I think the building is done. I don't usually do roofs quite this low. I like to have at least the 2.5 blocks, so this is okay, but this, which is just 2 blocks, I mean, my head is 1 pixel away from that. Whoa, that's glitchy if I jump. But that being said, I kind of like it. I mean, it's very squished, but I like having that strong horizon line. It's very intimate, it's private. I like it. I've also gone and added spruce signs all along the perimeter of this build, and I think those act as a bit of lateral support, but they're thinner. And this supports the floor, which sits at this height as well. I like that. I like that very much. It's a bit of detail. It even brings this wall to life a little bit. Not much. It's still a dead wall, I will admit, but it does bring it to life just a tad. I like this. I like this very, very much. And I think that is a complete little house. Two complete silos, and I'm hungry. That's the main build of today's episode done. We've done the farm, we've done everything, and these are working really, really well. I should have made the carrot farm the bigger one, but it's fine. I made the potato one the bigger one because I want, ultimately in the long run, more potatoes, because potatoes I can actually eat. They are worth more to me than carrots. And if this thing gets filled up, that's fine. I'm not gonna be bothered by it too much. Yeah, now I need to do the fields, and that is going to be a bit of a big job, because I want these fields to be quite large. They need to be significant in size, I think. And I can use those newly grown carrots and potatoes to my advantage here. Wait, I think, yes, I have some pumpkins. Excellent. Pumpkins are exactly what I need, and do I have any armor stands? I have one. I'm gonna need more than just one. Because with some carved pumpkins, my friends, we can make scarecrows. But not just any scarecrows, no, I've got some leather tunics for them as well. Colorful scarecrows, yes. I love this. I love this. These are perfect for what I'm going to be doing in here. With just one more thing I would like to do, we need to plant a tree like that. But I don't want it to just be any old tree. It needs to be a tall oak tree. There is a trick to doing that. Quite simple. All you do is you build that shape. So you've got the little plus shape of glass on top and this one at the bottom. The one at the bottom and the one in the middle you need to break out. Then you've just got those 4 blocks to either side of your sapling that you want to plant. Now this can take a ridiculous amount of bone meal. Of course the sun is setting, so be sure to have access to bone meal. Luckily I do, because I have a skeleton farm. Well, okay, sometimes it just takes 1 piece of bone meal, but we did get a tall oak tree out of that, and that is exactly what I wanted. Oh yes, that just finishes it off. We've got a bit of a skyline to our crop field now. All of the scarecrows look wonderful, and you can access it from between those 2 silos as well. I love it. I've gone for the same rough and tumble wall design that I did there, except I haven't introduced any leaves. And I did that on purpose. I don't want to have leaves here, but I do also have these stripped spruce logs all over the place, and I think those bring in enough color that it compensates for not having the leaves over there. But this is lovely. I think it is a beautiful addition, and it is a fairly substantial addition to our little village. It's quite big, it takes up a large area, but I have also done more. Yes, I've done more, my friends. In the last episode we built our bee farm, and we decorated this piece of road in between them. In between episodes, I built up this little building and I decorated the road in between it and our library. Today, I decorated some more road. We built this, 2 lovely silos, a little house, and a decorated road. My friends, yes, this space in between our cow crusher farmhouse, our windmill, ooh, that's a big tree, our windmill, and today our grain silos, our carrots and potato farm, it's all been decorated. And it's absolutely stunning. I love the atmosphere that this creates from walking these streets. This week though, I did introduce some regular oak trees, not just the azalea trees. The azalea trees are great, but I don't want it to be the only trees that I have in this village. So here I have some variation, some oak trees. I'm so happy. I'm very, very happy with what we managed to accomplish in today's episode. And yes, my friends, that does mean that we are finished for today. This is the end of the episode, and you know how this works. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know exactly what you all thought, my friends. I appreciate it. Until next time, have an absolutely brilliant one.